From Delaware's premier television company comes a new and exciting website, Delaware28.com. On Delaware28.com, you can check on the latest updates on all your favorite shows. Around Town, City Scene, Cook to Order, Product Knowledge, and The Tim Paul Show. And now you can also enjoy our live feed feature where you, too, can become a star. So don't delay and get on your computer today and check Delaware28.com. Delaware's premier television programming is now your premier website.
Hi, I'm Laura Price with Around Town, and I'm here with Kevin Powers from Cook to Order. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about the ingredients that you're buying for your show and whether you think that they're the healthiest choices that you could be making.
I believe so, yeah.
You think so? So when you go to the grocery store, do you have any recipes that you do with apples?
No, I don't bake very well.
You don't bake very well, okay.
No.
Well, if you were to go into the grocery store and look for apples, of these two apples, which one do you think might be the better choice?
This, of course.
Any particular reason why?
Shiny, big,
Shiny.
looks healthy.
Shiny, I know, they look just wonderful, but something that I've learned is that bigger isn't always better, and shinier isn't always better, because the problem with the apple is what's in it, and that would be it's grown with chemicals and pesticides and fertilizers that aren't natural, and so we're ingesting all of that. But just to prove my point, let's do a little test. You can play along with me?
Sure.
Okay. Let's grab a little bit of this here pesticide.
Pesticide.
Okay. And let's give the apple a little spray. Add a little bit more shine to it.
A little more shine.
Okay. Let that dry off a little bit. Still a little wet. How would you like to take a bite?
No.
No? Are you sure?
Would it
All
hurt?
right. Would it hurt? I don't know. It might not taste very good. Let's see if we can get someone there to wash it off for us. Good catch over there. All right. So it's being nice and sanitized. Good. Glad you're catching that one and not me, because I've never been good at contact sports. Okay. So you caught it. Eat it. Go for it.
No.
No. Why?
Because it just was pesticided.
Okay. So the point being that the residue doesn't come off when you wash it, and it's not necessarily pesticides are just put on the outside. It's grown with those fertilizers. So the better choice is
The healthy apple.
the healthy organic apple.
Right.
And it's worth the price because your health is priceless.
True.
So I'm Laura Price with Around Town. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, I'm Laura Price from Around Town. You caught me in the middle of my stretching exercises. I want to show you a couple things that you can do in just 30 seconds or a minute that are going to make a big difference for you. So, one of the best ones to do is just to sit up nice and tall, and we want to stretch out those legs and make our leg muscles longer. So we're going to take and we're going to raise our arms up straight up over our heads, making sure that our back is very, very flat, and we're going to reach over as far as you can go. Now, don't get discouraged if you can't go as far as you think or as far as maybe what I'm demonstrating. You can do it with the hands over the head, or if it's more comfortable, you can put them on your ankles, just making sure to keep the back flat and to stretch as far as you can until you feel a stretch on the backs of your legs. What we don't want to do, we don't want to bounce, okay, because that could pull a muscle. But if you can only go this far, that's just perfectly fine, and that's the best exercise for you. And I'm going to keep stretching a little bit further and hold that and hold it until you feel it, and you hold it for 10 seconds or so, and then you come up and you rest. And then you can start the whole thing over again and just do it a few times, remembering not to bounce and to hold that form. I'm Laura Price with Around Town. Now that we've had a little stretch, we want to do something really simple that everybody has in their house, and that would be the stairs. And going up and down the stairs is a great thing, but I've got an exercise that'll give you killer calves. And it's really an easy one to do, but it will burn a little bit. So you're going to grab up onto your step, get up on your toes, okay, and hold on to a banister or a chair, depending on where your stairs are in your room. And then we're simply going to lower down your heels below the step and raise back up. Now this is definitely better if we have some good jamming music in the background, which they didn't provide me today, but we're just going to go up and down to the beat of the music or to the drummer in your head, and you're going to keep going. I personally have gotten up to about 50 repetitions, and I don't do sets. I just do as many as I can until I start to feel the burn in my calves, and then I do 10 more. And then I know that I've done the right amount of exercise for my legs. Thanks very much. And since we've been talking about the legs, another great exercise that we can do to get ourselves bootylicious would be our leg lunges. And I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. And we're going to take a step forward, okay? Keeping the foot under the knee, and you're going to touch the other knee. So we're working on 90-degree angles here. Just barely touch the knee down and come right back up to that starting position, and then change legs. Step forward into your 90-degree angle. Again, keeping the knee over the foot so that we don't stretch out the knee, and coming back. And again, we're going to just keep doing these until we start to feel a nice burn. Another thing to keep in mind is, again, keeping that back straight. We talked about that in the stretching segment. And we're just going to keep going. And when you think you can't do any more, you're going to do at least 5 or 6 more. Again, music would be great. You know, it really helps. Keeping the shoulders over the hips and the knee over the toe. I'm going to keep going till I feel my burn. We'll see you next time. Just a few last things to remember is that before you get started with these exercises and stretches, you want to do a good warm-up. And it can be something as simple as just dancing around your living room, which is what I do a few mornings a week. I throw on some great music and I get everything all warmed up. Then I go into the exercises, the leg lifts and the stomach crunches, and getting up on that stair. And then I finish up with the stretching. And the stretching is really important. Don't skip that, because all those muscles that we've just tightened up, we want to lengthen those back out. So I'm going to get back to my stretching. And is